Turkish opposition leader Özgür Özel has vowed to fight a court ruling removing him and fellow party leaders in the latest legal move that helps cement President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's grip on power. The appeal court declared the 2023 leadership election in Özal's Republican People's Party, CHP, null and void, prompting thousands of demonstrators to gather outside party headquarters in Ankara. Michael Carrick never chased the spotlight as a player, and he has not suddenly sought it out as a manager. In a season when Manchester United needed clarity, calm and conviction, it is Carrick, understated, deeply respected and quietly authoritative, who has come to embody all three.
Gunmen have killed at least 25 people, including 6 police officers, in attacks across Honduras. The attacks marked Thursday as one of the most violent days the country has seen in recent years. They came despite ongoing efforts by the government to rein in organized crime and violence. 52-year-old British climber has set a new record as he summited Mount Everest for a 20th time. Kenton Kool became the first non-Nepali climber to conquer the world's highest peak 20 times before dawn on Friday. However, as he celebrated his achievement and began his descent, voices called for limiting activity on the 8,849-meter, 29,032 ft mountain, as it was reported that 2 Indian climbers had died.
Pep Guardiola will leave Manchester City at the end of the season after a decade in charge. The club has confirmed, bringing an end to one of the most successful eras in English football and one of the most influential managerial reigns of all time. The departure of the 55-year-old Catalan coach will close the book on a remarkable chapter that has seen City transform into a footballing juggernaut. Punjab Safe Cities Authority has launched a dedicated universal access number for Emergency 15, enabling citizens to access Punjab's emergency and support services from anywhere in Pakistan and abroad. The new facility has been introduced at the direction of the Chief Minister of Punjab, Maryam Nawaz Sharif, to resolve a key issue faced by people living outside the province.
Launceston has launched its first entrepreneurship AI lab for women to promote women's empowerment, digital inclusion and economic independence across the province. The lab was formally inaugurated by Dr. Rubaba Khan Balok, advisor to the Chief Minister on Women's Development. The initiative has been launched in collaboration with the Women Development Department and DIOC Private Limited.
Murray Police have announced a comprehensive security plan for Eid al-Adha 2026, including entry restrictions, increased police deployment and strict action against violations. District Police Officer Murray Dr. Mohammed Raza Tanvir said that only families would be allowed to enter Mall Road and other parts of the city during the Eid holidays. Tickets for the 3-match ODI series between Pakistan and Australia will go on sale today. Friday, May 22, the Pakistan Cricket Board, PCB, confirmed. According to the PCB, fans can buy tickets online at the PCB website from 3 p.m. onwards. Physical tickets will also be available at designated TCS Express centres and the stadium box office.
Former CIA officer John Kiriakou has claimed that the agency can access microphones and cameras on phones and laptops, reviving concerns over government hacking tools and personal privacy. Kiriakou made the claim during an interview with Lab Bible, where he was asked whether the CIA listens through phones and laptop cameras. He answered and pointed to the 2017 Vault 7 leak as evidence of the agency's technical capabilities.
As the beliefs and rituals of Sufism move beyond esoteric theory and practice to the layman's domain, contemporary art and literature explore their impact on everyday life. Faika Mansub's The Sufi Storyteller builds upon this trend.
The book is a thriller at one level and an introduction to Sufi law at another. The gradual build-up of events and characters drives the dramatic suspense, while Sufi traditions retain their place at the core of the narration.
Slow food pioneer Carlo Petrini, who spent 4 decades promoting sustainable food production and traditional cooking, has died aged 76 in his Italian hometown. He founded the movement with a small group of friends in the countryside following protests against the opening of Italy's first McDonald's in 1986. A Turkish court on Thursday issued a ruling that effectively removed the head of the country's main opposition party by annulling a 2023 Congress that elected him. The move deals a serious blow to the beleaguered Republican People's Party, or CHP, as it struggles under waves of legal cases targeting its members and elected officials.
As summer vacations begin, the District Education Authority has directed all government school staff to ensure their attendance at educational institutions during the holiday period. According to the authority, school employees may also be assigned duties at nearby intermediate examination centres if required during ongoing exams.
The Federal Investigation Agency, FIA, has informed the Lahore High Court that Punjab recorded the highest number of inquiries related to alleged police encounters and custodial torture across the country. The report was submitted during the hearing of a petition challenging the establishment of the Crime Control Department, CCD. Justice Shehram Sarwar Chaudhry heard the petition filed by the Judicial Activism Panel against the formation of the department. The Islamabad High Court, IHC, has permanently banned the poisoning, shooting and indiscriminate killing of stray dogs in the federal capital. Justice Kadim Hussain Sumro issued the 24-page detailed judgment while disposing of 2 constitutional petitions filed by Islamabad resident Nilafat and others. The petitions had challenged the alleged non-control policy of the Stray Dog Capital Territory, IC for the Islamabad Capital Territory, IC.
The Punjab Safe Cities Authority, PSCA, has launched a special surveillance operation at cattle markets across Lahore and other cities of Punjab ahead of Eid al-Adha to strengthen security for traders and buyers. Authorities said portable facial recognition cameras, drones and AI-based monitoring systems are being used to keep cattle markets and surrounding areas under constant surveillance.
The government has accelerated work on the Hyderabad-Sukkur motorway, with 3 northern sections of the long-delayed M6 project expected to be completed between March and May 2029. According to official documents, progress is moving ahead on sections 3, IV and V, which cover the Nawab Shah to Sukkur stretch of the motorway.
Guardiola will leave Manchester City at the end of the season after a decade in charge, the club announced on Friday, bringing an end to one of the most successful eras in English football and one of the most influential managerial reigns of all time. Guardiola, who took charge of City in 2016, has won 6 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, 5 League Cups and the Champions League. But his side have not won the league in 2 years.
The incident at the center of a murder charge against Cuba's former president, Raul Castro, is burned into the collective memory of both Havana and Miami. The U.S. case, unveiled on Wednesday, accuses Castro and 5 others in the shooting down of 2 planes belonging to Cuban-American group brothers to the rescue in 1966, killing 4 people, including 3 Americans.
The spiny, long-legged and often reviled cockroach has become an unlikely symbol of dissent among India's Gen Z in a sharp rebuke to the ruling establishment in the world's largest democracy, the Cockroach Janta Party. Its name, a satirical riff on the incumbent Bharatiya Janata Party, has amassed more than 19 million Instagram followers in less than a week, almost double the government's audience.
Cole Palmer and Phil Foden were among a number of high-profile names excluded by Thomas Tuchel from England's World Cup squad. Real Madrid's Trent Alexander-Arnold was also left out of the squad announced on Friday, with Saudi-based Al Ahly striker Ivan Toney the surprise inclusion. Alvaro Arbeloa has confirmed he will leave his role as Real Madrid coach at the end of a trophyless season. Yes. Arbeloa said at a news conference on Friday when asked to confirm that he would not be coaching the team next season amid widespread reports that veteran manager Jose Mourinho is returning to the club.
British Pakistani councillor Shaukat Ali has been sworn in as the new Lord Mayor of Manchester. Ali, who was born in Pakistan in 1965 and grew up in Batley, Azad Kashmir, moved to Manchester at the age of 16. He worked in textile manufacturing after arriving in the UK, later ran a furniture business and a small food outlet, and also spent several years driving a licensed taxi in Manchester while studying English in the evenings. Canada has recorded a sharp decline in the number of new students and temporary workers arriving in the country in 2026, according to data from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. Canada received 47,730 new student and worker arrivals between January and March 2026. This included 11,195 study permit holders and 36,535 work permit holders. Former Samsung senior executive recently declared that the global memory chip rates will reverse the current 414% price hike if Chinese DDR5 RAM is allowed to be released everywhere. Reported at Tech Daily, if China's full-scale deployment and distribution, it could significantly increase global supply and likely trigger a massive decline in die RAM prices worldwide. RAM modules in Pakistan can get very prices worldwide. Can very cheap if this happens. The Sindh Cabinet on Thursday approved emergency off-budget funding for the long-delayed Karachi Red Line BRT project to accelerate construction work on a key section of the corridor. According to a statement issued by the CM House, the Frontier Works Organisation, FWO, has been the contract for the 12.8 to 5-kilometre stretch from Numaish Chowrangi to Mosami after the previous contractor was removed over delays and non-compliance.
A BYD Tang SUV has gone viral online after reportedly surviving a serious crasher, with the driver in a 10-ton dump truck injuries. According to detail escaping without major injury, the SUV was hit by a speeding dump truck that allegedly ran a red light before dragging it for more than 50 meters. Photos of the wreckage showed extensive meters. With the doors crushed showed extensive damage, with the doors crushed and the frame badly bent.
Karachi. Alleged drug queenpin Anmol alias Pinky was sent to jail on a 14-day judicial remand on Friday in multiple narcotics cases and a murder case. Anmol was arrested earlier this month in Karachi in connection with 2 cases pertaining to the possession of narcotics and an unlicensed weapon. She had already been booked in multiple criminal cases prior to her arrest, taking the number of cases active against her to over a dozen.
After 5 seasons of adventures across Europe and a 6th on the way, Emily Cooper is finally ready to bid fans adieu. Netflix announced its hit fashion rom-com will not be continuing past its next season. The show's lead, Lily Collins, recorded a video announcement to break the news to fans. After 6 unforgettable years playing Emily Cooper, I am here to share that this upcoming 6th season will be our final.